What's up? Two things I want to talk to you about that makes no sense to me. At this point, I really don't understand it. So my question is why? For what? Um, I'm in the gym. A lot of people, when they lift heavy or if they're lifters, period, I ask them, why aren't you using a belt? Why aren't you using gloves to protect your hands? And a lot of them like, oh, I like to go raw. And I don't understand why. Uh, because you have everyday life that you have to go through. You have a job. You have things you have to do. You have a family you have to take care of. You got kids that you want to play with. The gym is here to help you, but it's tools in place like gloves and straps, especially when you're deadlifting and things like that. Um, you hear people all the time like, oh, I like to feel that they tear their hands up, calluses all on their hands. I've been lifting for years. Hands aren't toe up. Nobody wants you touching them or shaking your hand. Feel like you're shaking a baseball glove. It's so rough and tough. Makes no sense. But people do it because they ego, whatever. All I'm saying is protect yourself. You only get one back. Only get one. So protect it with a belt. Put the belt on. It's there for your benefit. You have to go to work tomorrow. It makes no sense not to protect your back because that's one thing that you just can't work through. If you're down with your back, you're down, and everything around you is affected. So my thing is, it makes no sense. So you're not in a competition. You're not you're not a pro, and you're not in a competition that says you can't use a belt and you can't use straps for the bar, all that type of stuff. Makes no sense. So I see it all the time. So all I'm here for is to tell you, have a little safety. Let the gym benefit you and not hurt you. It makes no sense not to protect yourself, not to protect your hands, not to protect your back. It makes no sense. So when you see me working out, especially when I'm going heavy, I don't mind pulling my belt out. I don't mind using straps because I have a family. I have other things I want to do. I play golf. I can't play golf if my back is messed up and my hands are messed up. All that. So, just a tip from me to you, use a belt. Why not use a belt? Use straps. They make all kinds. They make the kind that your hands go on the bar if you may want to feel the bar. And they got the kind that you wrap around the bar. Just use them. And if you're the type that want to use powder, use that too. But take advantage of the tools that's out there to protect you. Subject number two. Another thing I don't understand is when are you at your best? When you're fresh, when you're the most fresh, right? So if you're going for your max or a heavy weight and you want to get the maximum out of your body and your strength, why spend all your time doing this pyramid stack thing? Now, if that's your workout, that's one thing. But if you're going for your top max or anything like that, you should just warm up with something light. Feel to make sure you don't have any catches in your hips, your back, your knees, your shoulders, anything like that. We're talking about deadlift or bench press or anything like that, or squats, any of those exercises. What you want to do is you want to warm up with something really light just to make sure everything is warm, all your joints are feeling right. And then when it's time for you to really go for the weight, go ahead and put the weight on. You're wasting strength going 135, 225, 275, 315. Then you want to max. You know all the energy you wasted doing that? Makes no sense. You're going to get your best lift when you're the freshest. So warm up. And if it takes you longer to warm up, just keep doing the light weight until you feel right. Then put the weight on that you may think is right there at your max and go for it. Now, that belt is on, straps, now it's time for the heavy weight. Don't waste time building up to it because you're losing strength the whole time. So you'll never get your true max.